Thoughts on the game? I think we played well overall. I don't think we ever had a doubt that we're going to win. I just know for sure in the first half that we had a little ups and downs because of the turnovers and a lot of offensive rebounds from their two bigs. But for the most part, I thought we played fine. I think we played fine the whole game, and the result showed that we won.
Those guys have a reputation of finishing off games over that. Go through your head that last couple of minutes?
What do you mean?
Did they pull out some victories late?
Yeah. That's how they beat us last time at their place. But we knew, we had to stick through, fight, and make plays. And also on the defensive end, not just on the offensive end, make plays. We were down probably majority of the game until probably like 12 minutes left to the game. So we just had to stay locked in on defense and rebound and not turn over the ball in the second half.
What does it mean to be the leading team?
It feels good. I mean, I feel like this whole league is just capable of being the league leading team. We all have great talent. We all have great teams, great coaches, and stuff like that. But we just all have to. It's all certain people's nights, certain people's days, and it's ups and downs. It's basketball.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good actually. Just came over probably yesterday. Yeah, I just came over majority of it yesterday, and today I felt great and shoot around, and I just felt like I had to bounce back from my team. Didn't play so well in Wyoming because I probably looked like I was a zombie or something like that, but I had to get better for my team.
When you hear the crowd just go crazy like that near the end of a game, a tight game, what does it do for the team and for your mindset and all that?
It gives us a lot of energy. It sees that we have a lot of support. They see they don't see the hard work we put in, but it's also at least that when they watch, that they're not satisfied, but they're with joy of watching us play.
The schedule doesn't get any easier after this. You got New Mexico up next, then Nevada at home next Saturday. But does a win like this, does it give you like a certain amount of swagger as a team?
You can't get cocky. Can't get cocky. We have to play with composure, play with some humbleness, get back into the gym, practice hard, and be the same team we were tonight.
Saw you give a little bit of a head nod and a woo when you looked at the stat sheet. What were you looking at there?
Oh, the stat sheet. Oh, I was just like, I thought I shot bad today. I thought I was shooting bad. I thought I took some bad shots, but then I looked at my assists and how I got one block and one steal, just contributing everywhere. It's just like helping out my team to win.
I think we played solid overall. They started playing power basketball, getting it in the post, and trying to work us down low. I think we need to do a better job of defending that, and keeping them off the glass. But overall, I think we had a couple possessions, weren't really good possessions offensively. Ball kind of sticked, but overall, I think we played a really good game. I think we fought hard all 40 minutes. We didn't have a doubt that we were gonna win this game. So. I'm proud of my guys, and I'm happy for Aggie Nation for beating the #1 team in the league. And we got work to do Monday, preparing for the game on Wednesday.
Questions?
Kobe, what was the difference finishing off this game versus the one in Boise last month?
Because we made shots down the stretch and we got stops. In Boise, we didn't make a shot or get a stop, so that was the difference.
Before the Wyoming game, you guys had a couple close games where you hit shots.
Mm-hmm.
I think this team's learning. I know Wyoming's kind of all sorts of other issues you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
You think you guys are learning to finish games?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. Our team is still kind of young, but I think that's a good thing. We learn together and we grow together. It's just great things for the future. I think we are learning to just keep our composure down the stretch and make winning plays. But I'm proud of my guys. They did a hell of a job.
With their press late, when you had some moments that weren't great, but then you had some home runs too, and over the top.
Yeah. We gotta handle that better. Especially because New Mexico they press all game. And then we'll work on it coming Monday. But we had some good moments there and some bad moments, like you said.
How did it help you guys, boost you guys, or what was the feeling knowing that Dwayne was going to be back, and then when you found out that Quinn could play tonight?
Oh yeah, it was huge for us. Those are key guys offensively. Quinn defensively and offensively. Quinn just makes a lot of things work on both ends of the floor. So it was great to have him back. And Dwayne, he's a good player. He makes a lot of shots. He makes a lot of plays on both ends of the floor. So it was huge to have both of those guys back.
As a player, what's the better feeling, in your opinion, nailing like a step back three, or getting like a dunk like that on Wrigley?
Probably the dunk. Yeah, probably the dunk is probably the better feeling. But probably in this game, I would say the three, because the three really was what put us up comfortably a little bit. But both are great feelings. Once you make those plays and the crowd gets into it, and once the stadium gets loud, it's hard for the other team to rally up and try to come back. I'm stuttering so much.
Diogo hit some big shots tonight too,
Mhm.
especially down.
Yeah. Diogo is key. He's gaining confidence, and that's what we need. We need all of our guys to gain confidence. All of our guys work extremely hard every day on their games. It's just to try to improve on things that they're not good at, and that's why I love playing on this team, because everyone is never satisfied. All of us are always in the gym working. So I'm glad that he's having success now, on both ends of the floor. Diogo really deserves that.
Hutchinson got loose late.
Mhm.
I thought Sam did a pretty good job on him when the game was on.
Yeah, Sam's a great defender. Yeah, Sam is really big and heavy, and he can move his feet. It's really weird, but he's a really good defender, and with his size, both length and weight, it's hard to score on Sam. So he did a really good job on defending Hutchinson.
Did you expect to see that much zone from him?
Oh yeah, for sure. So just because that's what they do, especially if they make baskets. They always, it's called changing D. So if they miss, they always go back in man. If they make shots, they go back in zone. That's just what Boise does. So we expected that.
Was there kind of like a personal battle that you were wanting to kind of like go against Hutchison? There's a couple times where it seemed like you guys coming back and forth. Did you kind of want to stake your claim? You can hang with him. One of the best players in the conference?
Nah, I don't even look at Hutchinson like that. I feel like I'm one of the best players in the conference, and if the media says or the coaches say he's one of the best, then so be it. And he's a really good player. I respect him. He showed today he had 28 points, but I don't really look at him as just trying to compete with him. I'm really just trying to help my team win.
So you said the three kept you in it, but that last punctuation jump was something.
Mm-hmm.
What was going through your head when you were running that fast break?
I hope this guy doesn't foul me and hurt me, because I'm gonna be so mad. That's what I was really thinking, to be honest with you. But after I dunked it, I was just like, okay, I think we have them handled pretty well. So this game is almost over, and we can go home with a victory.
I just thought, obviously in this series, it seems like every game goes down to the wire, and I was asked before the game what the most important thing was, or the biggest key, or whatever, and the only thing I could think of was finish. We needed to finish. We've been in this situation a lot with these guys where, with 3 or 4 minutes to go, it's anybody's game, and we haven't done a good job finishing, and tonight we did. We made some plays on the defensive end. We made a couple big shots. We didn't really plan it this way, but we did a really good job on their secondary scores in terms of Hobbs, Dickinson, who hurt us last time a bunch, and we did a great job on Justinian Jessup. I thought, stopping those 3 guys was the key when, we didn't obviously do the job on Hutchinson there in the second half late in the game, and in the first half he had, I think, 9 points in 8 minutes, and he was just a handful tonight. He was really, really good. So with that being the case, I thought the key was shutting the secondary scores down, and we did a good job doubling them in the post. Held our own where we got a couple key rebounds when we needed to, and it all turned out well. So heck of a college game.
How does it feel to be
full strength.
That was the best thing about it. It was so good to see Dwayne Brown and Quinn Taylor back on the court, and Dwayne made remarkable strides the last couple days, and Brandon Wells, our trainer, deserves a high five for sure, because he has been living with that kid, and Dwayne. Dwayne, it was great to have him back out there, and Quinn, as we talked about, he makes things work for us, and when those two guys aren't on the floor, we're not near as good a team as we saw Wednesday night.
Tim, speaking of the finish, the boys you guys had to break the press and get those dunks, what was the key to that?
It's just our press breaker, and guys got to spots. We've been a very spotty press breaker team this year. We've had times where we've really executed, and we've had other times where we have been all over the map. And other than Kobe's pass to Sam, which was where Sam was supposed to be, Kobe just didn't see the defense. Other than that, we did a great job executing the press breaker. And maybe it's just we've been in that situation a couple times, and Dwayne is getting more comfortable back there at throwing it to different spots and getting it out of trouble. And we always talk about attack the press on the back end. We have a couple long looks there that we tried to get, and always just want to be really aggressive.
Coach, another player I thought had a really good game actually was D'Angelo Wispy. Really good on offense, and then I thought he played some of the best defense you guys all year.
Yeah.
Is he making a lot of strides in practice?
He's coming, and obviously he had 3 games there where he didn't get to play, and he showed some things Wednesday night at Wyoming, and a guy that's played a lot and scored a lot like he does. And we told him this, you probably didn't think you had that good a game, but I thought he was really good. He made a couple of 3 actually shots for his teammates, wide open shots on passes off the bounce and seeing the whole floor, and I thought he was really good for us. And then defensively, he's starting to figure it out a little bit, where he knows, if you're not going to play on that end, then you're not going to play, and he's figuring it out. So I was happy for him.
Sam kind of struggled tonight, gets a big three, and Kobe gets a three. I see what those 2 threes.
Yeah, those probably the shots of the game. Those 2 shots right there, and Sam coming off the stagger screen, jumped up there, and those are the kind of shots that those 2 kids hit and have hit for us the last couple of years. So happy to see. I thought Kobe was tremendous in a lot of areas. Made a lot of shots for his teammates against the zone, and then when they made plays for him, he jumped up and knocked them down. At halftime, I think he had more than half our points, and from the 3-point line, he was keeping us in there. Diogo is he's a solid dude, and just makes a lot of things happen. He does a really good job of driving the ball into gaps. He's got to deliver the ball a little bit better sometimes, but does a really good job of being aggressive, getting the ball inside the defense, and he's an unselfish kid. I mean, that kid has no agenda other than winning, and he'll rebound, he'll defend, he'll make plays for his teammates, and then he's getting better slowly but surely at making shots. He had a really key pull-up in the second half. Yeah, before the threes. I thought that was a huge shot as well.
So knowing what Boise did in New Mexico and kind of reputation they have to finish out games, how long was that last couple of minutes?
Really long, especially when we did make the 1 turnover. When you're on their bench, they've won enough of those where they believe at that point they're going to win the game. Somebody's going to make a play, somebody's going to make a shot, somebody's going to get a steal. They're going to come back and win, and that's what they're thinking. Like I said, was proud of our guys for grabbing a hold of it right there after we had the turnover, staying aggressive, looking down the floor, and making some plays.
You had to learn how to, when you throw out the Wyoming game, Fresno State, New Mexico, this game now, that's 3 games that you guys finished.
Absolutely, yeah. We are getting better, getting a little tougher, and like I said, throw out the Wyoming game, and I like the way our guys are thinking and the confidence. We talked before the game. You never know how a game is going to finish up, but we talked about let's don't get to the end of the game and have them believe they're going to win more than we believe that we're going to win. And we didn't get off to a great start. And the one thing I told them in the first time out, I thought we were a little tight, but I said I'm not worried at all. We're down to 12-4. We're usually in this timeout against Boise up 12-4, and we haven't won the game. So we're down 12-4. That means we're going to win the game tonight. And I thought we were a little tight there, but heck of a second half and a lot of belief on our guys' part.
Refs were calling it pretty loosely on both ends. They were allowing a lot of contact. Was there kind of a bit of an adjustment period for the players in this game?
I thought the referees had a very, very patient whistle tonight, and that was something that we had to get used to. Sam Merrill in the first half, he had a hand check, a guy on his hip, a guy in his pocket. I mean, I thought they let it go a little bit more than they have, in the last couple of years. I mean, that's not something you expect to see in Division I basketball nowadays. I mean, with the way they referee the games. So, thought we adjusted and made it work for us.
Sam did a pretty good job on Hutchinson. It seemed like he was on him that stretch when he got the lead.
Yeah, second half, I thought he did a really good job, and he didn't guard him at all the first game. Kobe and Diogo did a good job, but Sam did a great job. I was actually trying to get us in zone a couple of times coming down the stretch, and Sam had no part of it. He was getting his teammates in man-to-man, which means he could stay on Hutchinson, and he wanted that matchup. So that's the kind of competitor he is, and you like to see that sometimes out of your players.